Okay. May, June 2023, paper 3, variant 3. Question 1. Determine the distance between the engineer's home and her office. And figure 1.1 shows the distance time graph for an engineer's journey. She drives from her home directly to her office and parks the car. Then she drives from her office to her friend's house and parks the car. Determine the distance between the engineer's home and her office. What's the distance? Hmm. From her home to the office? Hmm. What's the distance? Hmm. Yalla, she started where? She started at 0. This is her home. And her office was here. This is the office. But what's the distance between them?
60.
60 kilometers. What's the distance between the office and the friend's house? Hmm. Distance between the office and the friend's house. Hmm. Any ideas? This is the friend's house. فهنا it was at 20. Distance ما بين 60. 20 is 40 kilometers. 60 minus 20. Determine the time taken to travel between the engineer's home and her office. Time taken between the home and the office. Hmm. What was the time taken
2
between her
hours.
home? بالظبط 2
2 hours.
hours. 2 hours هنا. From 0 to 2, 2 hours. طيب, the time taken from the office to her friend's house. يلا.
8 hours.
لا. ليه? She wasn't traveling from 2 to 10. لا, she started traveling هنا. So she started traveling at 7 and then she ended her trip at 10. So it's only 3, صح? 3 hours. Calculate the speed of the car between 7 and 10 hours. Can I find the speed of the car between 7 and 10 hours?
هنعمل area under the graph
لا.
بس
No.
هنعملها 2 times.
No, no, no. لا خالص. Not area under the graph.
sorry اللي هو y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Okay, correct. بس احنا we already have y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. We already have the time and we have the distance. صح? Now we calculated the time from 7 to 10 and we calculated the distance from 20 to 60. صح?
Mm.
Which is correct. And if you do it, it will give you the same answer. It'll just take a lot more time. But you already have them, huh? 40 and 3. So what's the speed? How do we calculate the speed? Average speed equals
قالت لنا ما ينفعش نستخدم الرول دي على الجراف.
it's لا it's okay, it's okay. احنا we already found the speed. We already found the distance. I'm saying
distance over time.
total distance over total time. Total distance over total time. What's the total distance in this case from 7 to 10? Hmm. What's the distance traveled between this time period?
60.
No, it's not 60. I started at 60, but I finished at
40.
20. So it's 40. Oh, I told you we already calculated the distance, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is 60 minus 20, as you calculate, as you said, صح? Which is 40. خلاص. Time, what's the time taken? Hmm. What is the
3
time
hours.
taken?
3 hours.
3 hours. خلاص. يلا. What's 40 over 3? 13.3.
يبقى 13.33.
Okay. حلو. يلا. Next question. Complete the sentences describing how electrical power is generated by energy in the wind. The source of wind energy is what?
kinetic.
Kinetic.
I didn't say what is the initial energy type. The source of the wind energy,
electrical.
that's the output energy. Again, the
chemical.
source. لا لا لا. The source of the wind energy is the sun. Okay. This is the source. When the blades turn, electrical power is generated in the
kinetic.
لا. Where is the
turbine.
electrical يا جماعة where is the أيوة not the turbine لا where is the electrical power generated in
motor. إيه؟
ها generated literally generated in the
generator.
generator ها صح طيب describe two advantages apart from cost of generating electrical power using wind turbines comparing
renewable.
okay renewable what else
It doesn't pollute.
doesn't what
Pollute.
okay uh بس again pollution or no pollution is a very vague word فاحنا we want to say doesn't contribute مثلا to carbon dioxide emissions okay no CO2 emissions doesn't contribute to global warming مثلا okay to global warming أو مثلا doesn't produce acid rain for example hmm. The weight of block A is 0.14 show that the moment of block A about the pivot is about 0.8 Newton centimeter.
نعمل
Hmm.
moment equals force times distance.
Yes, moment equals force plus times perpendicular distance.
بعدها نعمل 0.14
Mm-hmm. Times?
times 0.8.
No. Force times perpendicular
sorry
distance to the pivot.
0.5
Time lazy what?
ايه 5.5
5.5. Okay.
هتبقى 0.77.
0.77,
امم
which is very
7
close
ايوه
to
أيوة.
0.8 Newton centimeter. Okay. The weight of block B is 0.19. Calculate the distance between the pivot and block B. Can I calculate the distance between the pivot and block B?
yes
Hmm.
انا اعمل distance equals moment over force.
بصوا يا جماعة do not use this rule. Okay? This rule is wrong. There is no such thing as distance equals moment over force. احنا what do we know? Clockwise moment.
مم. ايوه
Okay?
equals
Clockwise moment equals anti-clockwise moment. Which of these forces creates a clockwise moment? Hmm. Which of these forces creates a clockwise moment? Is this clockwise? Or is this clockwise?
it's
لا
0.19.
0.9. This is clockwise. And the other one is the anti-clockwise moment. So the clockwise moment is 0.19 times distance. We do not know the distance. So 0.19 times the distance. The anti-clockwise moment we just calculated it صح? Which is 0.8 or 0.77. Or I can just write it down as 0.14 times 5.5. Then to find the distance, I would say 0.14 times 5.5 divided by 0.19. But never say that distance equals moment over force ولا بتاع. لا, that's wrong. Okay? Yep.
Okay.
What is the distance?
ثانية هتبقى 4.05.
4.05 أو 4.1 centimeters. Okay?
Okay.
The weight of block B is 0.19 newtons. Calculate the mass.
تعمل weight over gravity.
Okay, mass equals weight over gravitational acceleration. Weight is 0.19 divided by 9.8.
تبقى 0.019.
Okay. 0.019 kilograms. ماشي. State what happens to the liquid in the thermometer when the air temperature rises.
Evaporates.
لأ. Liquid inside the thermometer. When the temperature rises يا جماعة.
It rises.
It rises, yes, but due to what? Okay. Due to what? Due to expansion. It expands. Okay. Thermal expansion. Whenever something heats up, it expands. Thermal expansion. Okay.
Okay.
Temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. Can I calculate it in Kelvin?
بنعمل plus 275 حاجة مش فاكرة.
Kelvin equals Celsius plus 273.
73.
So 18 plus 273, okay, is
291.
291 Kelvin. The can is placed in a refrigerator. The temperature of the air inside the can decreases. The stating explain what happens to the pressure exerted on the can. Use your ideas about gas particles. What happens to the pressure as the temperature decreases?
decrease
Pressure.
برضه.
Yeah, in terms of molecules, why does that happen? In terms,
عشان they lose energy.
طيب ماشي. المولكيولز lose kinetic energy and then
فبيكولايد ببطأ أو أقل.
lose ماشي kinetic energy. They move slower أو يعني collide بقى with بس whenever we say collide we have to say collide with the walls with إيه the walls slower and with less force. برضو we can say and less frequently and less frequently. Okay. Causing a decrease in the pressure. Oh, causing the pressure to decrease. The pressure calculate the force on the lid due to the air in the can.
نعمل force equals pressure times area.
Okay.
فهتبقى البريشر تبقى 102,000
Okay.
times 0.0082.
Yeah. What's the force?
ثانية هتبقى 836.4.
ماشي. 836 newtons. ماشي. Calculate the wavelength of the water waves using the information.
هنعمل 18.2 divide 7.
How many waves? 7 صح؟ اهو
مم.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 waves صح. So
تبقى
18.2
2.6.
divided by 7 is 2.6 centimeters. حلو. The teacher places a pointer above the water. Student used stopwatches to measure the time taken. On the line, state the time in seconds. Each of these timings. And it's quite easy. احنا will just write down the time صح؟
17.24
17.24. Okay.
17.14 17.16
17.14. 17.16. Calculate the average of the 3 time measurements. I need to find the average.
Add them together and then divide by 3.
صح. يلا 17.24 plus 17.14 plus 17.16 divided by 3.
هتبقى 51.54 divide 3.
Which is
17.18.
okay 17.18 seconds. حلو.
نكتبها 17.2.
لا احنا we'll write it down as 17.18. نسيبها as 4. احنا we'll leave it as 4 significant figures. ليه؟ عشان all of the previous readings were 4 significant figures.
Okay.
Okay. Next question, he wants to find the frequency. How can I find the frequency?
A number of waves over time take.
صح. Frequency equals number of waves over the total time taken. What was the number of waves?
7. أو لأ ثانية ده حاجة تانية. 8.
8. Does 3 students use stopwatches to measure the time taken for 50 peaks?
أنا عديت الويفز اللي هي فوق.
لا. For 50 peaks. So the number of waves is
50.
50. Over the time taken, which was average time بقى, which is 17.18. What's the frequency?
2.91. 2.9.
2.9 hertz. Okay, حلو. Calculate the speed of the wave. Wavelength and frequency. What is the equation?
هنعمل
الإيكويشن.
بنعمل wavelength times the frequency.
صح. Speed equals wavelength times the frequency. 0.025 times the frequency 2.4. صح.
هتبقى
0.06.
0.06.
حلو. Complete each region that is not labeled.
microwaves.
Microwaves.
microwave ثانية
Same. Which one?
violet.
Which one is microwaves?
microwave اليمين
صح, the one on the right. Micro.
والتانية violet حاجة مش فاكرة.
Violet حاجة.
ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet. State 2 properties that are the same.
They all transverse they all are fastest in vacuum.
Same speed.
Mm.
Which is 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay.
لازم اكتبها له.
Hmm?
لازم اكتبها له دلوقتي.
لا.
ماشي.
بس يعني you should memorize the speed.
Okay.
State one other use for X-rays.
ممكن نقول اللي هو for teeth.
Teeth.
نقول
That's,
لو مثلا في الايربورتس لما بيشوفوا الشنط.
yes, that's much better. اللي هو ال security checks.
Okay.
One precaution taken by people who work with X-ray. What's one precaution taken?
ما يحطوش فيه مثلا أي أجهزة خالص.
لا.
اللي هو جولد او كده.
ما
ينفعش جولد.
لا 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 خالص. This is X-ray عادي. X-ray doesn't matter.
they can't touch الأكس-راي لما مش عارفة.
لا they decrease the time of exposure مثلا، أو they use a shield، أو they increase the distance. أو increase the distance. They have to increase the distance between them and the X-rays. هو doctors مثلا they can't sit next to the X-ray machine for a long time.
مم.
Okay. طيب, students are investigating refraction of light as it travels from air into glass. Their task is to measure the angle of incidence and angle of refraction at the surface of the glass block. The students have the equipment, protractor, meter ruler, ray box, glass block. Describe a method for the task. You may draw a diagram. Hmm. You may draw a diagram. Yeah. What should I do? Hmm. Ha. Any ideas? What should I do in this question?
بشوف تاني السؤال.
Hmm?
بشوف تاني السؤال.
أهو. You have this equipment. You have these equipment. And you need to test the refraction of light. Yeah. How can I test the refraction of light?
We're gonna get the glass block. We're gonna put it on the sheet of paper. مش عارفة how will we اللي هو اللايت هيجي ازاي، بس لما مش عارفة ثانوي we're gonna use the protractor and pencil to measure the angle of incidence and refraction in the air وبعدين the glass.
طيب.
عارفة.
ماشي. ماشي. طيب يبقى الأول احنا what will we do؟ احنا we will use this ray box, okay, and shine the light through the glass block. Okay, you'll use the ray box to shine light, okay, through the glass block. حلو. Okay, then what should I do? We can draw the lines passing through the block. We can draw the lines passing through the block and use the normals or draw normals. So draw the lines passing through the block. Okay, and draw normals. Draw normal lines. And then I will measure ايه بقى? Measure the angle of incidence, incidence and angle of reflection, angle of refraction, angle of refraction using the protractor. بس كده. It's more of a question. It's more of a paper 6 question. طيب حلو. ماشي. هنا we have two images. Image 1 is diminished, but image 2 is enlarged. State two more differences. Huh.
Image 1 is inverted.
Image 1 is inverted صح. But image 2 is
لا.
huh. The opposite of inverted is upright.
Hmm.
Okay. طيب. Image 1 is what and image 2 is what? There's a third description to the image.
reflected.
لا, not reflected. احنا third description is real. Image 1 is what? Huh?
Real.
Type. The opposite of real is virtual. The opposite of real is what? Huh?
Rich.
Virtual. بس. Okay. يبقى probably this is one of the new points that you need to memorize. That any inverted image is called a real image. Whenever بقى the image is upright and it appears on the same side as the object, then this image is virtual. يلا. Next question.
أول واحد الهيتر، تاني واحد الفيوز، تالت واحد اللمبة.
صح. Heater, fuse, and lamp. Okay. Calculate the resistance. Can I find the resistance?
Resistance equals voltage over current.
R equals V over I. V is 12. I is 0.38. يلا. Very easy.
تبقى 31.57.
31. 31.6 أو 32. يعني you can write either or.
Okay.
Calculate the electrical power. What's the equation for the power?
Power equals energy over time.
Power equals لا. It is energy of time, yes. That's if we if we're calculating the mechanical power اللي هو work done over time ولا حاجة. بس the electrical power equals VI.
Yeah.
يلا. Power equals VI.
اللي هو يعني 12 times 0.38.
بس كده 12 times 0.38.
times كان في
ها.
حاجة I think power equals VIT.
لا, energy equals
energy.
VIT. Okay. Energy فعلا equals VIT. That's a new equation. احنا we're required to know this equation. Okay. So power equals VI, energy equals VIT. يلا. What's the power?
تبقى 4.56.
4.56 أو 4.6.
يبقى
What's
وات.
the unit? Watts. بالظبط. الunit is watt. Type of particle A and B. What's A and B? A is electron and sign of the charge.
نيوتن.
إيه؟
لا أنا بتكلم عن بي نيوترال.
ماشي. B is neutron. Okay.
الكترونيجاتيف.
electron negative.
Negative. Okay.
نيوترال مش عارف، ما عندهاش.
Zero.
zero.
سوري. والتانية طبعا
neutral.
النيجاتيف. نيجاتيف. اوكي. وهنا is neutral.
ممكن
أو
نكتب zero.
zero. Yes, you can write down zero. Okay. What is meant by an isotope? يلا.
same mass number but different. لا ثانية. same atomic number
same number but different mass number.
but different
Yes.
mass.
Same atomic number. Same atomic number. But different إيه بقى؟
mass
Different
number.
mass number. ماشي. حلو. يلا. Suggest the source of background radiation in D. We have several types of background radiations.
يعني ايه background radiation؟
The background radiation is radiation produced by several sources around us. Okay. we have four very um, famous sources. One of them is the radon gas. This is the most it's the يعني أكتر source, okay? The
هو أنا
largest
ممكن أقول
source of background rate. Hmm?
sunlight.
Not sunlight. هو it's very close to the sunlight. احنا what do we call region D? We call it the cosmic radiation. Okay? The cosmic radiation, which is
حاسة
coming.
إني سمعت كده قبل كده.
يعني it comes from what? From the space, from the outer space, from other stars when they blow up ولا أي حاجة. Okay, so this is the fourth radiation. We have radon gas, we have rocks and buildings, we have food and drink, and then we have cosmic radiation. Sometimes we can name it the sun as well. Sometimes, not all. Okay. يلا. ماشي. Next question. The nuclide notation for an atom of radon is state the number of protons and
86.
86. State the number of the particles in the nucleus.
222.
222. يعني he wants the nucleon number. Okay, good. Planet A and planet B. What are
أو
they?
Mercury وبي
مارس.
Mars.
Mercury ومارس.
Draw an X to represent a moon of Jupiter. Draw a line to show how this moon moves.
هنعمله diagonal كده.
ايه؟
هنعمله diagonal.
Diagonal. What do you mean by diagonal? يعني هنا draw X صح؟ This is X. This is the moon of Jupiter, one of Jupiter's moons. How does this moon travel?
Around it.
Around Jupiter بالظبط. It travels around Jupiter. That's it. Well, it travels around
ده
any moon صح؟
أي
أما هو
planet.
أي planet is our moon. How does our moon travel? It travels around Earth. But so he said he said I want a moon of Jupiter. I want to see how this moon of Jupiter will travel. So it travels in a circular path around Jupiter. That's it.
يعني ارسم له سيركل بس.
Yes. وX احنا we need an X. Okay. To represent the moon. Okay. State two ways in which the four planets nearest to the sun are different from the four planets furthest away from the sun.
They have high temperature.
High temperatures. Okay. طب what else?
نو ووتر. لا
ايه
ايه
no
ده، لا
water.
ولا حاجة.
Hmm. The four inner planets, what do
سمولر.
they are smaller? Yes. What else? Other than the temperature. Hmm. Rocky. صح? You said they are rocky planets. But complete the following sentences. The galaxy that includes the solar system is called the
ميلكي واي.
Milky Way. The what includes billions of galaxies?
مش فاكرة اسمه.
Hmm. What includes billions of galaxies? Billions of galaxies, not stars. The universe.
أي
The universe includes billions of galaxies. ماشي. distance between the sun and the earth is 1.5 times 10 to the power of 11. The speed, calculate the time. How can I find the time?
distance over speed.
ماشي. طبعا we know that speed equals distance over time. To find the time equals distance over speed. Distance 1.5 times 10 to the power of 11. And the time is 3 times 10 to the power of 8. صح؟ يلا. Calculate the time.
ثانية كده. مش عارفة ازاي اعملها calculate.
طب على calculator use the fraction. Okay, use the fraction الأول to write down 1.5 times 10 to the power of 11 divided by 3 times 10 to
مش
the
فاهمة.
power of 8. It
استخدمت
should...
اللي هي بتاع السنة اللي هي تحت دي.
لا don't use it. It should give you a time of 500
500.
صح؟
أحسبها في دماغي أصلا.
500 seconds صح.